right, Shalom, Israel, the Israelite School University Practical Knowledge, started out of 1 West 125th Street, Harlem, New York, under commanding General YAHANNA. You understand? It is Friday. Friday. What is Friday? It is the Lashawan Qadash class, where we get into our native tongue, breaking things down line upon line, precept upon precept, here a little, there a little, getting down into the scriptures, breaking it down via our native tongue. We start off every class the same way, all right? We're going to do the Hebrew alphabet. If you would repeat after me. Ah, ba, ga, da, ha, wa, za, ha, ta, ya, ka, la, ma, na, sa, I.S.U.P.K, Qu, R, Sh, and Th. All right. Let me pan back to the board. All right, guys, we are going to pick up where we left off in class last week. We're continuing on in Psalms 121. We stopped in verse 3. Just a quick overview. So we have Al-Yathan, Lama Watts, Regal Ka, Al-Yanawam, Shamarka. All right. What briefly means to give towards, to go on foot or to walk, and shall not slumber nor shall sleep. All right. So basically, this is a reference to verse 2, talking about Yahweh, he that protects us will neither slumber nor sleep. All right. So we're going to pick up here. We're going to go into verse 4. All right. Allow me to erase the board. We're going to hop right into it. All right. Because we know that it is the beginning of the Sabbath. All right. Going into verse 4. So what we're doing is we're going over things that we're going to be practically using. All right. This is something that you're going to read every Sabbath. All right. Psalms 121. All right. Let's see. Let's pull it up. Let's see. Go to phrases. Bam. All right. Here we go. right. All right. So the first word that we have here is hana. All right. Strong's Concordance number 4 is H2007. All right. Let's pull that up. Let's see. H2007. All right. So we have hana. All right. Our first word. Strong Concordance number is H2007. Root word is han. It comes from the etymology of the root word han. This word means they, these, or who. All right. Next we have la'a. All right. That's self-explanatory. I'll give you the Strong's Concordance number for it anyway, which is H 3808, which means no or not. All right. Okay. Then we have Yanawam. All right. Strong's Concordance number for it is H 5123. All right. Let's pull it up. All right. So, just like in the previous scripture, all right. So the root word is nawam. All right. So, uh, let me put a line right here. All right. So we have a prefix. All right. So the prefix is ya. All right. So when we look at, prefix ya, it deals with he. All right. Nawam means sleep or slumber. All right. As we previously saw above. All right. Next, we have Wala'ah. All right. So, same thing. Referencing back. H3808, all right, but in this case we have a prefix, all right. So what is our prefix? Our prefix is wa, all right. So let's look at our cheat sheet. What does wa mean as a prefix? It means and. All right, again, la'ah means no or not. All right, and then we have yashan. All right. Strong's Concordance number for it is lock you. H3662. Let's pull that up. 1 second, wait for it to pull up. All right, here we go. That's not right. Hold on, let me pull it up real quick. 1 second, guys. It's 3462. Slovakia. All right, so it's H 3462. All right, so this word has a prefix. What is the prefix? The prefix is Yah. All right, as we see from our prefix board, Yah is he. All right, so the word Yashan also is another word that means to sleep as well. All right, so we've learned you have two words in your arsenal that means to sleep. All right. So you have Nawam, then you have Yashan. All right. Two ways of saying the same thing. All right. Just like you're saying, uh, I'm going somewhere or I'm en route. All right. Two different ways of saying the same thing. All right. So you have Nawam, H5123, which means to sleep or slumber. And then you have Yashan, which is H3462, which also means to sleep. All right. Next we have Shawamar. All right, which is the present tense conjugation of the root word, which is shamar. Okay, let's see, and that root word, Strong's Concordance number is H8189. All right, that's for the root word shamar, which means to watch. All right, the next word we have here is Yashar'Allah. All right. What is Yashar'Allah? Yashar'Allah is Israel. All right. It also breaks down into Yah, prefix he, Shar, which means prince. All right. You know, we got Yashar back in the back, you know what I'm saying? Holding Shamar, you know what I'm saying? Prince, all right, and then you have Allah, all right, which is power. He, Prince, power, right? Which is where you get Prince of the power, right? That is what Israel means. It literally translates to Yah as a prefix, meaning he, Shar, meaning prince, and then Allah, he, Prince of power. Okay, so we have verse 4 of Psalms 121. We have Hana La'ah, Yanawam Wala'ah, Yayashan, Shawamar, Yasha'Allah. All right, which means who not slumber and not sleep to watch Israel. All right. So now let's go to the actual scripture itself and read what it says in verse 4 and see if it translates accurately. All right. So let's go to Psalms. Psalms 121, verse 4. And verse 4 reads, Behold, he that keepeth Israel shall neither slumber nor sleep. All right? Who not slumber and not sleep, watch Israel. All right? So the he that it is in referencing to is in verse 2, which is Yahweh, right? Which is the subject of this complete thought, right? So one thing you got to understand is always context involved, right? You can't just pull a verse, right? Because if you just read this, right? Hana la'a yanawan wa la'a yashan shawamar yasha'ala, right? You got who not slumber, but it says he not slumber and he not sleep. Who is the he? Who is the he that he's talking about? So now you see that you can't just pull scriptures out of context, right? So this is a conversation. This is someone talking about someone. And the reference is in verse 2 that he is Yahweh, right? The Most High God, all right? Who will not slumber nor sleep, who watches over Israel, okay? All right? So I'm going to give you time to make sure you got all this down before I erase it. And we go on to verse 5. All right. Okay. We're going to move on to verse 5. All right, we have the first word. The first word is Yahweh. All right. So Yahweh Strong's concordance number is H3069. All right, which is the Most High, or when you read in the Bible, Lord, capital Lord. All right. Next you have Shamarka. All right, which is a conjugation of the word shamar. All right. Strong's concordance number again, as we went over in the previous verse, is 8189. All right. This word has a suffix. All right. The root word is shamar. All right. The suffix is ka. Going to our cheat sheet, suffix for ka is you or your. All right. All right. As we already know from before, the word shamar means to watch. All right. Again, we have Yahweh, Strong's concordance number H3069. All right. Which is again the Most High or Lord. Capital L, capital O, capital Lord, or capital L, capital O, capital R, capital D. All right. Next we have Taza Laka. All right. Strong concordance number is H6738. Let's look it up. All right. So, Tazalaka, all right, means shade or shadow. Okay. All right. Next word is aisle. All right. Strong's concordance number is H5921. All right. Which means above, over, or upon. All right. Next word we have here is yod. All right. Strong's concordance number is H 3027. all right, which means hand. All right, you know, in Hebrew Academy we learn of war. All right. Okay. Next we have Yunka. All right. Strong's Concordance number for this is, I'll write it over here, H 3915. Let's look it up. Hold on 1 second, guys. Yeah, that's not right. All right, Strong's Concordance number is Salakia 3225. I was looking at the wrong one. Salakia. All right. Okay. So, all right. So this word has a suffix. All right, which is ka. All right. Look at the board. What does ka mean? It is you or your. All right. Now, the word yum is right. For those that are in Hebrew Academy, this is something you should be familiar with because that is a command when marching. Yum sar, which means right turn. Right? No matter if you're marching or if you're standing straight. So if you're at a majum, if someone says yum sar, right turn. All right. Okay. Okay. Or if you're marching, call on the right foot. Yum sar. All right. You're turning right. You're turning right. You're turning right. Okay. So we have Yahweh Shemarka, Yahweh Tazalaka, Al Yad Yumyunka. All right. Which is Lord, you watch, Lord, the shade or shadow up on thy right hand. All right. So now let's look at what actual verse 5 says. Lord is thy keeper, the Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. All right. So, Lord, watch. All right. So the Lord watches over you. All right. And also, Lord, shadow upon right hand. All right. So it literally translates into what it actually says. All right. So again, we have Yahweh Shemarka, Yahweh Tazalaka, Al Yad Yumyunka. All right. So your Lord watch. All right. So your Lord watches. What does God watch? He keeps you. All right. All right. So your the Lord shade upon your right hand. All right. So it literally translates into what it actually says. All right. Verse 5, the Lord is thy keeper. The Lord is thy shade upon thy right hand. All right. And while class is going on, make sure that you guys like, comment, and share and subscribe. Make sure, let me make sure I do the right, make sure I do it as well. Boom. All right. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys make sure you copy this down to make sure you guys have it before we move on to verse 6. We're gonna finish out Psalms 121 today. We got 3 more verses. Make sure you guys got it all written down. If you have any questions, make sure you type them in the comment section. All right. All right, cool. All right, so we're going to move on to verse 6. And as you see, as we're moving through the verses, certain words you keep seeing over and over again in repetition, like the word like Shamar, Yahweh, Nawam, you know what I'm saying? Al, Yod. These are words to increase your vocabulary, words that you're going to keep seeing over and over and over again, right? But the only way that you learn things is through what? Repetition, okay? All right, so let's move on to verse 6. All right, we're at verse 6. All right. First word that we have is Yawamum. All right. Strong's Concordance number is H 3117. Let's pull it up. All right. So the root word here is Yawam, all right, which is day. All right. This can also mean time or year, but stereotypically it means day in most cases. All right. All right. The next word we have is Hashamash. Strong's Concordance number is H 8120. Let's look it up. Come on, Strong's. One second, guys. Bear with me. Here we go. Page 8120. All right. Which means to serve or minister. All right. The root word is the root word is shamash. All right, so that means we have a prefix here. Prefix is ha, which is the. All right. Root word is shamash. All right, which means to serve or minister. All right, then we have la'ah, self-explanatory. This case it isn't. La'ah means no or not. Okay. Strong's Concordance number again is H 3808. Okay. The next one we have is Yakalka. All right. Okay. Strong's Concordance number is H 3602. All right, let's look it up. right. The root word is called ka. All right. Which means that we have a prefix. Our prefix is ya. What does ya mean as a prefix? It means he. All right. All right. So our root word kalka means like this or thus. Okay. All right. Moving on to the next word. We have YAHANNA. All right. Strong's concordance number is H3394. Okay. All right. This word does have a prefix. Second. H3394. All right. This word does have a prefix. The prefix is wa. Looking at our prefix board, what does wa mean? Wa means and. All right. Which leaves us with our root word, Yarak. All right. So what does Yarak mean? All right. Yarak is the moon. All right. Next we have Balayala. All right. All right. Strong's concordance number for it is H3915. All right. Root word. All right. So we have a prefix. All right. The prefix is ba. All right. Looking at our prefixes on the board, what does ba mean? All right. Ba as a prefix means in. All right. And our root word is la, which is night. All right. Let's fact check that, but I mean, I'm pretty certain. H3915. Sorry. H3920. Yeah, H3915. Yep. That is correct. Yep, it is night. La is night. All right. So we have Yawamam, Hashamash, La'a, Yakalka, Wayarak, Bala Yala. All right. Day, uh, the serve, not, uh, like, thus, um, under the moon in night. All All right. So let's look at verse 6. All right. The sun will not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. All right. So we have day. All right. So the service or the minister of the day. All right. So the minister of the day is the sun. All right. All right. So he is not like, all right, the moon in the night. All right. So the sun in the day shall not be like the moon in the night. All right. So what does the moon in the night do? The moon in the night gives you shade. So the sun shall not smite thee in the day like the moon does not smite thee at night. All right. Okay. So we have Yoamam, Hashemash, La'ah, Yakalka, Warrior Bula Yala. All right. So you warm this day. All right. So the thing that serves during the day is the sun. All right. So the sun, he is not like the moon in the night. All right. So he's not going to be like the sun. So what does the sun do to you during the day? He beats down on you. All right. So it's not going to be like the moon in the night. The moon in the night it gives you shade. So the sun shall not smite thee by day, nor the moon by night. All right. So I'm gonna give you a second to copy this down before we move on. We got two more verses. All right, before we finish out Psalms 121, and you guys will be ready for Sabbath service in the morning. All right. I'm going to move on to verse 7. All right. So we are in Psalms 121 and 7. All right. So, first word that we have is Yahweh. All right. For reference sake, Strong's Concordance number again is H3069, which is the Most High, or when you read in the Bible, Lord, capital Lord, or capital L, capital O, capital R, capital D. All right. Then you have Yashamarka. All right. This word has a prefix and a suffix. All right. So the prefix is Yah, suffix is Ka. Looking at our board, our prefix Yah is He. All right. Ka is a suffix is you or your. Of course, Shamar from previous reference is to watch. All right. Okay. For reference point, Strong's Concordance number is H8189. All right. Next word we have here is McCall. All right. Reference number is H3605. All right, let's look that up. All right. So McCall, all right, has a prefix. All right. The prefix is ma. Let's look at our cheat sheet. Ma means of or from. All right. Call, which is the root word, means all or whole, or the whole. I'm going to put the whole. Like the whole of a sum, not the hole in a ground. All right. Okay. The next word we have here is rye, which is H7451. All right, let's look that up. All right, which is evil, bad or evil. So we have rye, which means bad or evil. All right. Next word we have Yashamar. All right, which has a prefix, which is Yah. All right, previous reference from right here. What does Yah mean as a prefix? It means He. All right. And of course, Shamar is watch. All right, not going to waste time rewriting it because it's right here. Reference number H, Strong's Concordance number H8189. Next word we have is Oth. All right, which is, hold on. All right, H853. Gonna write it right here on the side. All right. Ah means self. All right. And then we have Napashka. All right. Strong's concordance number is H5315. All right. You have a suffix, which is, let me write the word. All right. We have a suffix, which is ka. Looking up here on the board, which is you or your. All right. Napash in the Hebrew is soul. Okay. So we have Yahweh, Yashamarka, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Ath Napashka, which is the Lord, He watch all evil, He watch your soul. All right. So let's go to Psalms 121, verse 7. The Lord shall preserve thee from all evil. He shall preserve thy soul. All right. So right here we have the Lord. He watch all your evil. He watch your soul. All right. So he shall preserve or watch your evil. He shall preserve or he shall watch your soul. So he's watching everything that you do. He's watching the good you do. He's watching the bad that you shall do. All right. So again, you're seeing words in a pattern that are being used over and over again. So these words that you might want to register, like the word shamar. All right. The word shamar has been used over and over again. Another word you might want to get familiar with is napash, which is soul. All right. Brother got soul. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? Like a thought napashka. You know what I'm saying? You got soul, brother. You know what I'm saying? You feel me? All right. Okay. All right. So these words you might want to familiarize yourself with. All right. So again, we have Yahweh, Yashamar, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Napashka. All right. Which is the Lord. He watches over all evil. He watches over your soul. All right. So the Lord is keeping tally. All right. So make sure you got this down. We're going to move on to the last verse, which will complete Psalms 121, which is verse 8. All right. So again, Yahweh, Yashamar, Makal Rai, Yashamar, Athnapashka. All right. So copy this down for your notes. If you haven't gotten it down, go ahead and rewind. That's the purpose of class being online. You can rewind back. All right. So we're going to move on to verse 8. Knock it out. You know what I'm saying? So you guys can be ready for Sabbath service tomorrow. All right. Psalms 121, verse 8. All right. And the purpose for this, right? So you can get familiar with what you're reading. Not only what you're reading, but understanding what you're reading. You understand? Like you might not be able to pick up on all the words, but you know what shamar means. Okay, I know that word means watch. You know what I'm saying? Or I don't know what all the words, but I know the posh means soul. I know it's talking about somebody, they watching somebody's soul in here. You know what I'm saying? So context clues are starting to get you to begin to transliterating things in your mind when you're reading them. All right? But the only way you're gonna be able to do that is through repetition, 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 repetition. All right? Okay. So we are on the last verse, Psalms 121, verse 8. first word we have is Yahweh. All right. Strong concordance number for reference purposes is H3069. All right. Yahweh is the Most High or Lord. All right. Next, again, we have Yashamar. All right. Strong's concordance number again is H8189. This word has a prefix. What is the prefix? The prefix is Yah. All right, the prefix is Yah. What does Yah mean? Yah is He. All right. What does He do? He does Shamar. All right, what does Shamar mean? To watch. All right, next we have Taza the Ka. All right, Strong's concordance number is H3319. All right. And what does this dash mean? This dash is a juxtaposition. It means that these two words are closely related to one another. All right? Okay. So let's look this up. Strong's concordance number is H3319. All right. Which is Yataza'ah. All right. So we have a suffix again. All right. Suffix is ka. What is ka? Ka is you or your. All right. The prefix is Yataza'ah. All right. Which means to finish. Or end. All right. Next word we have is YAHANNA. All right. Strong's concordance number for it is H935. Let's look it up. Let's look it up. All right. So we have a prefix. What is the prefix? Prefix is wa. What is was a prefix? It is and. All right. The root word is bawa'a. All right. Bawa'a means to enter, come, or go in. All right. All right. Next one we have is ma'ayatha. All right. Reference number is H6258. Let's look it up. All right. Which means now. Or, yeah, now or whereas, which whereas means now. All right. Okay. Next we have wa'id. All right. This word has a prefix, which is wa. What does wa mean again on our prefix? And. All right. Reference number is H5704. All right, for I. All right. So I can mean a lot of things, right? It is a transitional word, better yet known as a preposition. Can mean a couple of things. Can mean as far as, until, up to, or even to. We're just going to use those for right now. All right. And then we have I will loan. All right, let's get the reference number. I will loan is H5957. All right, let's look it up. All right. Which is antiquity or forever. All right. So when we read it, we have Yahweh, Yashamar, Tazataka, Wabawaka, Ma'ayatha, Wa'id, I will loan. All right. Which literally translates to the Lord will watch you to the end, and enter now as far as forever or forevermore or antiquity. All right. So let's read Psalms 121 verse 8. And the Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth even forevermore. Again, we have the Lord, he watch to the end and to the enter or going in now as far as to forever. Literally translates to what it says. All right. And the Lord shall preserve thy going out and thy coming in from this time forth, even forevermore. All right. So copy that down. All right. And as you can see, things that we've used over and over. So we use Yahweh. All right. So who is Yahweh? Yahweh is the Most High. All right. Word we also use over a different derivative is Shamar. All right. That's something that you're going to hear over and over in the school. You know what I'm saying? Are you on Shamar? All right. Are you watching? All right. Two new words. Bawa'ah is the actual root word, which means to enter or come in. So like you go knock on the door, Shalom. You know what I'm saying? And you be like, Bawa'ah, come in. All right. So you be at the door, like you're doing counsel, somebody, Salakia out of one, you say, Bawa'ah, come in. All right. Or the kids, Salakia Abu, Salakia Amu, you know what I'm saying? Excuse me, mom, excuse me, dad. Say Bawa'ah, come in. All right. Okay. Awalam is antiquity forever. Ma'aitha now. That's something you can be saying to your kids, right? You know what I'm saying? Like you tell them, you know what I'm saying, clean up the room. You know what I'm saying? You hit them with that Ma'aitha now. You know what I'm saying? Put some emphasis on that thing. You know what I'm talking about? Ma'aitha. You know what I'm saying? Now. All right. So gonna stop right there. That concludes Psalms 121, which you will be reading for Sabbath service tomorrow. So you are prepared between the last class and this class. All right. You should be able to transliterate and understand what you're reading when you get to the Psalms 121 prayer tomorrow during Sabbath service. All right. So with that, we're going to say Shalom Yahweh B'Hashem Yahweh Shah Barakathum to the brothers, and Shalom Yahweh Shamar Elathun B'Hashem Yahweh Shah to the sisters. And with that, we gone.